What's up, everyone? Welcome to the podcast, the show dedicated to talk about all the poggers things in life, like music content creation and video games. I'm one of your co-hosts, JesseKazam.
And I'm surrounded by rats.
Surrounded by rats.
I did have a mouse actually one time, and I've lived here for 10 years. There was one time where I had a little mouse. All of a sudden I looked and it just a little mouse had popped out from behind my GoXLR. She's like,
oh my God.
I have a clip of it somewhere too. It was fucking adorable.
Wasn't there a mouse that kept trying to like kill itself in your coffee or something?
Yeah, dude. It was
kept trying to
fucking
commit Sudoku.
I was trying to commit a medium difficulty Sudoku in my my wife.
My wife.
In my Honda. That's why I sold my Honda. That's because I was like, there a mouse got in there, and I'm like, yeah, this whole thing's compromised.
This whole thing is done. Anyways,
yeah, like it crawled up through the little the leather thing where you had the gear shifter. There's the leather.
Yes, yeah.
And it chewed up through because I had sunflower seeds in my car, which naturally means there's just sunflower, the ones where I take a handful and 3 of them miss my face.
Yeah.
And I think
mice are pretty cute.
Yeah, they're adorable.
I mean, I wouldn't want a mouse in my car, but they're pretty adorable.
Yeah, I don't want a mouse in the same vicinity as me that isn't. There needs to be an airlock.
Yeah. Yes.
Between me and the mouse.
Adorable, but yeah, there should be an airlock between
from afar.
Between you and me. Yeah. Now you're cracking a brisk iced tea. And just before the show, you said you have a mountain 4 foot high of those cardboard boxes. The mess is not at all what I mean. I literally sometimes behind me, you can't even see the floor. My thing is, you drink them room temp.
Yeah,
that's the thing. You drink them room temp.
I think it originates from the fact that I've just had sensitive teeth my whole life. So drinking cold drinks. Unless it's 100 degrees out and it's a water or a Gatorade.
Yeah.
To me, the temperature is irrelevant.
That's fascinating. I'm a room temp water stan. Room temp water.
No, see, if I'm going to drink water, I want the water to be cold.
No, that's so crazy. I'm room temp water, but all other drinks. It's not a necessity because when I grab a Ghost energy drink, this 16-ounce cans, it will take me 3 hours to finish it. So by the time I'm done, it is not cold. And same thing with my coffee. I make my coffee in the morning. My coffee might take me 5 hours to finish. So that's obviously not hot when,
you need one of these, bro.
I'm done with it.
Not sponsored. I'm not going to show you the brand.
Yeah.
But my coffee was
Yeti,
7 a.m. and it's still warm.
Yeah. Then, so it's not that, but I do enjoy cracking a fridge cold soda. Mm-hmm.
No, unless it's water, it's really hot. I'm extremely thirsty, or
interesting
it's beer. I don't care.
Yeah.
I would prefer. Actually, you know what's so wholesome? My fucking mother-in-law. When I go over there, she has IBC root beer set aside outside of the fridge for me. That's the life I live. That's the privileged life I live, chat.
Wow.
And I would never ask for that. I would never be
of course. She just noticed and
she just noticed and she's thoughtful. Yeah.
Now, how much water do you think you drink a day?
How much water is in a grape soda?
I mean, technically it's 90% water.
So there you go. So 6 cans of water.
So how much water sans anything else do you drink a day?
Well, 1 sip when I take fucking medication in the morning.
That is crazy.
It's terrible. And right now, while I'm in the thick of this video thing, this is it's taking a physical toll on me.
I believe that.
I just looked today. My last stream was the podcast last week. I get up at 5, and I've been working on this video until 2 a.m. every day.
Yeah.
I just want to be done with it.
I'm surprised you don't have a camel pack with grape soda.
I'm surprised I don't have a fucking camel pack at this point,
You haven't just like picked up smoking.
Yeah. It's we're struggling out here. We're grinding. I'm gonna take a fucking vacation.
Yeah.
By that I mean I'm just gonna power wash sim and watch
And
YouTube
chill.
videos for like. I'm gonna do exactly what I've been doing this whole time without all the
Just
work.
without the work.
What I mean by vacation.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I'm in the thick of it. Literally the last time we talked, I think the last thing I said was, "Oh, I'm gonna go edit an Epstein montage."
Yes, yeah. That was after the Monday episode.
I've been, oh god, bro, how long did I tell you the video was gonna be? The last time I said a number,
the last time you said a number, you said probably like I think it was around 3 hours. Dude,
I might have been off by double. Okay.
Dude, I remember when you said you were keeping this one short, it was going to be like an hour max. Do you
it's gonna be...
feel as though you have like a finalized outline? Are you still like manufacturing segments, or are you like, I now understand the work that is left and I just have to complete it?
I could manufacture a million segments.
Yes, no, I know, but I'm saying like where you are, you're like, no,
where I'm at right now. No, I even like blocked it out, and I even showed a little bit on stream. I have like, there's like a 90-second intro thing I have to record.
Yeah.
Then there's like a 90-second ad read
that
I have to record. So there's a little pre-intro. Okay.
Yeah.
Then there's an intro.
Yeah.
And then there's a 90-second ad read.
Yeah.
And then there's like part 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And that's done. And then parts 6, 7, 8, 9 are mostly written. And then I have a 30-second ad read to write and to record at the end, and then an outro. And right now, when I block that all out, and if those segments, like 7, 8, 9, if those are like around 20 minutes long each, then it'll be 6 hours.
So it's gonna be like 7.5.
You
still need this done by Christmas?
So here's the thing: the Christmas deadline is entirely arbitrary.
Okay, I thought that was
that was me.
Thing.
No, that was me basically being like, I'm gonna have it done by Christmas. Now, no one can say I haven't been putting in the work.
Oh no, for sure.
So now, but also, like, it's like legitimately like unhealthy what I'm doing to try to get this done.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You gotta finish it up.
So I literally emailed them today, the Ground News, the sponsor of the video that will be coming out, and basically was like, so like I said I was planning on having it done by Christmas, but like, do you care? Because if it's like the 28th of December,
yeah,
that's like a huge difference in terms of my like health. Like,
yeah,
you know, I can like take a break.
Yeah.
If it's not Christmas, because in order to be done before Christmas, I need to be done 2 or 3 days before.
Yes, so you can get it to them.
In order to render a 6-hour video and then watch a 6-hour video all the way through, assuming there's no problems, that's like 8 hours for one.
Yeah. Then
I need to do all the thumbnails, the titles. Then I need to upload it, which is like, I can do it overnight, but that's like fucking hours and hours. Then I need to like write all of the description and the
timestamps
and that assumes that I have no technical issues at any point, which I am running into the fucking problem that I promise I'll never have again. But where it's like I have like 70 gigs or whatever available, and in order to like if the video isn't like 30 gigs less than your maximum, Premiere Pro gets to the end and you get like a error 39 selector 9 whatever, because there's not enough space, because what it needs to do is like almost copy the video
It's
Like
doing something such that you need more space than what the final video capacity will be.
And of course, if it takes 3 hours to render out, you don't know until 2 hours and 59 minutes that it worked or not.
That there was an error. Yeah.
And what I've been doing is like the 4 hours that I have done, they're in chunks. And I keep trying to render every night, overnight. I had to try to render it, and I wake up in the morning and I see it's a 1 kilobyte file, and I'm like, okay, well, that obviously didn't work.
Yeah.
So, but the problem is that like all of my hard drive is taken up by the video clips.
Yeah. So you can't delete them or move them. Well, you could move them, but then that's a whole huge pain in the ass.
Yeah, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, and like going through them is like next to impossible. And always what happens is like I'm like, okay, nothing in this folder's used, and then I hit delete, and it's always like, these are too big to hit the recycling bin. We're just gonna permanently delete it right away. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then I open up Premiere and it freezes, and I'm like, no, because I know it's like, could you hear these 12 clips that you don't no longer have? And it's like, oh no. What were the clips? Sometimes I don't know.
Yeah.
Bro, there was literally this long thing that was like 30 minutes long, where it was like video and then like a frame hold, right? Where it's just no audio, a freeze frame. And it was like video frame hold, video frame hold, video frame hold for like 30 or 40 minutes. And then now it's just like a media missing. I have no idea what the fuck it was. I don't know what it was. I don't remember what it was. It could have been some Epstein shit. It might have been JD Vance interview. I have no idea. So it's like, well, I guess I'm just not going to do that, whatever that was. Oh
my God.
But so I need to like strategically delete these files, but I just don't have enough space. And oh God. So yeah, I'm in the thick of it.
Holy shit.
I'm trying to figure out, this is actually an interesting thing. I am torn. Would releasing a video on like Christmas morning at like making it like 9 or 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that being like really good or like really bad.
Really bad. Yeah.
It depends on like how many kids got a new laptop and are like, you know what I mean? Like, because a lot of people, they wake up, they do their Christmas morning thing.
And by 10.
And then there's nothing to do for the rest of the day. They're just going to dick around, you know, or it could be that everyone's traveling and doing all kinds of stuff and no one's watching a 6-hour YouTube video.
Yeah.
But it's like, it just seems like a massive coin flip.
Yeah. I feel like it is. Well, yeah. I feel like it is, but then at the same time, I feel like YouTube is almost like error correcting. Like, you know what I mean? Like it'll, even if it bombs for 24 hours, if it finds an audience and, you know, it'll hit. But that is, I really have no idea. Cause YouTube is like, I know enough about it to know how little I know about it. And sometimes when I'm like, yeah, dude, that's stupid. Like maybe like analytically Christmas Day is like the best day to post a YouTube video of the whole year for all I know. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. So
what you definitely have with a video like that is like I my guess, like same with the flat Earth. Like I don't know how you would interpret the analytics, but like my guess is like basically no one clicked it and watched the whole thing. But they like clicked it, watched some, and then went like, I want to finish this, and like left the tab open, went and did something. Or the next day at work, they watched another hour. Then the next day at work, they watched another hour. You know what I mean? So it's like with a video that long, it takes so long to even be able to interpret the analytics because it takes so long for somebody to finish it. You know what I mean? So that's like the scary time where like 18 hours in, it's a 10 out of 10. And you're like, fuck, I, spent all this time for nothing. And then 48 hours later, it's like a 1 out of 10 and it's crushing. And you're like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, and the average view duration of the Flat Earth video, 49 minutes.
That is crazy, though. That is crazy because so many people click on videos and then click away so fast that to like average 49 minutes means a lot of people watched a lot longer than that.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like what I would want to know is the people who watched it, really, what was their average watch time?
I would guess like 50+%, like multiple hours. Because what's your audience retention at the 60-second mark?
57%.
Yeah. So 43% of everyone that clicked on the video clicked away in less than 60 seconds. And yet the average view duration is almost an hour. That means like everybody else watched the whole thing.
Bro, I didn't know that number can be more than 100%.
What?
The average view duration.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Or sorry, the average percent viewed. Like, because people can go back and watch.
Yeah, shorts, sometimes you'll have like 120% average view duration.
Oh, because they like loops
Yeah.
a couple of times before.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. I'd be surprised if any videos longer than a minute had fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be wild. But so I don't know. Like part of it depends on what Ground News says. Because they might not care.
Yeah.
They might not give a fuck at all. It's kind of arbitrary, and ultimately it all comes down to like whether or not I feel like I need to stick to the couple of times where I'm like, I'm gonna have it done by Christmas, I swear.
Yeah.
You know, as if it's like a promise to my boss or whatever, which is like not, right?
Chat's your boss.
I quit. I have no boss. Okay. That's the one thing that makes all of this palatable, is not having a boss.
Yeah.
Bro, you never had snow days. Did we have this conversation already about snow days?
We did not have snow days. I did not have snow days past being 6 years old.
See, like I used to wake up and I'd look out the window and I'd see there was snow. The first thing I would do is go over, turn my TV on, go to like Channel 3 or Channel 5 News and watch the little fucking...
look for your school. And
just wait for the, N or whatever in the list, and just wait and just pray like, God, please, for your school to pop up in the thing. And then you wait like 5 minutes and it doesn't. And you're like, fuck. And then you have to get ready for school. And that feeling of like the freeness that I felt when I saw my school there, and I'm like, oh my God, I've got a day. That's what it feels like to be a content creator, absent all the aids of all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Just the day-to-day feeling of like I wake up and it feels like a snow day. And that's like the most incredible. That's why like I'm so happy making like the art that I am proud of, and while making minimum wage. It's like because that feeling is like
100%. Dude. And then you get the opposite where like sometimes we're like out to eat. That's always the PTSD trigger for me because I spent so much time in food service. And sometimes I just like wander and I like pick like a waiter and I just like follow him around and I'm like, oh my God. And then it just like hits me. It's like I don't have to like drive to work and like clock in. You know what I mean? And like wait tables. I'm like, dude, I did that for so long. Yeah, it's like, bro. That's why it's so funny when like somebody, you've expressed this sentiment many times. I'm going through a similar one where it's like people, every once in a while, somebody comes in and they're like, bro, what happened to you? You fell off. You used to play Tarkov and you had like 1,000 viewers. And I'm like, bro, you literally like can't even get under my skin. It's like the fact that I get to do this at all is like the best thing ever, dude.
Imagine falling off and getting to just not work. Really.
Falling off means like getting to play video games and do whatever I want and support my family. Like, I ain't no peanut. I ain't, you know what I mean? But well, sure, man, I'll fall off. That's totally fine. Yeah.
So
we didn't have snow days. We had hurricane days where we were, had the NHS, website up, and we were hoping that the hurricane would hit our town directly so that we could miss school.
Jesus Christ.
I know. Like I remember.
I wonder if kids in Oklahoma are like, tornado, please, tornado, please, tornado. Just don't hit my house, but tornado. Dude. Probably not.
Like I remember, like I don't remember what year or whatever, but I remember being home from school. I'm trying to think. Dude, I remember being home from school, hurricane, but everybody in the living room, and we had the OG big black Xbox, and we were playing Halo. Me and my brother, we were playing Halo, and it was like, we had no concept of what was happening. We had no concept that my parents were actually like, maybe worried that the tree in our front yard would fall and destroy part of our roof. Like, you know what I mean? We were just like, Halo. Like it was so. Oh, it was so.
Dude,
sick.
the idea of like having a whole day to play video games like was
Insane.
like the dream. You know, like when football practice on Saturday or whatever got canceled, and it was like, yes,
Yeah.
I've got a whole day to play
Dude.
fucking Ocarina of Time or whatever, right? Like, oh, the dream. Dude, I just watched a playthrough of Ocarina of Time, from a channel that I don't remember the name. It was really quite good. But holy shit, it was like it's seeing people play a game like Ocarina of Time, like experience it in full for the first time in like 2025 is wild.
Yeah, that's wild.
But yeah, tell me all about what's going on in your world. I'm gonna eat my chicken teriyaki. Shut the fuck up and listen, because I've got nothing else to say.
Eat your chicken teriyaki, but before we do, I want to take a quick second and thank the sponsor of this episode, and that is Aura Frames. With their Carver frame. This thing is awesome. I'm super excited. I got one for my dad for Christmas, and I'm super excited because I know he's gonna be stoked. But it is holiday season, and I know if you're like me, you haven't even begun shopping, let alone being done shopping. But the Aura Frame Carver frame is awesome. It is a picture frame, but it can be updated digitally. So it's a digital picture frame. You can throw. What's sick is you can actually preload images on it while it's in the box. So it's like something that can just be unboxed and enjoyed immediately. We talked every time about how like for millennials, this is like the perfect like gift for your like dad or a family member or a grandparent or something. Cause it's like this perfect kind of like mix of like digital and analog. It's a physical thing. It comes in a box. You give it to them. They open it up. You can preload it. So it's like giving them a picture frame where they open it up and there is the picture. But then it rotates and it changes all the time, and you can update it as the kids or the grandkids or the aunts and the uncles, and like it's awesome.
Yeah, it's basically Facebook minus all the bad things about Facebook.
Oh my God, yes, bro.
Basically a photo album. And like I'm so excited to give my dad and my mother-in-law the Aura frames that we got.
Yeah,
because they're preloaded with all of the grandkids, the nieces and nephews.
Yep.
All the pictures ready to go, and yeah, it's so wholesome to be able to give a gift like that, knowing that, you know, I don't know about you, but I know like whenever I'm around, you know, the nieces and nephews, I take a million pictures. My
100%.
sister, my brother-in-law, they all take a million pictures, and you know, she's got pictures all over her wall of all the kids, and she's out of wall space. Well, now she has an infinite
wall space. Yep.
Of you know, digital pictures in real time on demand.
100%. Because like we're getting to that age where it's just like, I feel like we're getting to the age where you realize that like family just gets so wide when we get to this age. Because then like people our age are having kids, and then it's like we just went to my wife's grandmother's 100th birthday party. So there's like everybody's family has this like moment where like it just gets really wide, you know, and then kind of resets. And so it's just like so many pictures are getting taken. And so being able to share that and being able to have something that lives on your desk or on your mantle or whatever that updates with pictures all the time is awesome. So for a limited time, you can save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Auraframe's best-selling Carver matte frames, named #1 by Wirecutter, using promo code POGCAST at checkout. That's Auraframes, AURA frames.com promo code POGCAST. It still is exclusive to listeners, and the frames sell out fast. So order yours now to get them in time for the holidays. Support our show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. Thank you to Aura Frames for sponsoring this episode. Yes. I wish I could harmonize.
Audio listeners won't know that was the soundboard.
Yeah. I wish I could harmonize, bro. Like, how many harmonies could I do to that?
Oh, bro, once you learn, it's like incredible, actually. I
used to sing backup in the like the band we did, the like youth ministry band that we did. That was kind of like our thing. So I did a lot of music, and I used to sing backup. And I remember anytime I could find a harmony, I felt so proud, and I loved being able to follow the line. But there was like, I'm sure that there's I'm sure a teacher could teach me a way to like unlock it, but I genuinely feel like I'm closing my eyes, throwing a dart at a dartboard. And when I open them and I hit it, I'm like, oh my God, yes. But 79% of the time I'd be like in the mic, like trying, and I know when I'm not on it. Like I know enough about music to know when you're on it and when you're not on it. And it's like I could never, so I don't understand the mechanism of like finding a vocal harmony quickly.
Okay, wait. So can you like sing like a do re mi in a particular key?
No. I mean, if you gave me a, you know what I mean? I could.
Yeah, like do re mi fa sol la ti do.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need. Okay, so and you can practice this.
Mm-hmm.
Find a simple line that's like only 3 or 4 notes. Okay.
Yeah.
If you hear a note, go up a third or a fourth.
Uh-huh.
And then sing the same line
just from
so like
there.
If this goes up 1, then this goes up 1.
Yeah.
The hard part comes when like, going from do to re is a whole step.
Yes.
But going from re mi to fa is a half
it's a
step.
half step, yeah.
So sometimes it's like half step, whole step, but it's just up. That's it. That's the simplest harmony that you'll find in 95% of the songs.
It's all vibes based to me. I just like when I feel it, I feel it. I know. No, yeah. But that's the thing is like you would have to like practice that. I was always just like in the moment, just like I'm not like, oh, oh, singer, hit that again. Let me find it there. We're just like live and I'm like looking for it. And then
you got to find for me, it was one specific song that unlocked it where I suddenly was like, oh, I understand it. And that was one song by this guy, Brendan James called Runaway. You'll have to, one day you'll find your song.
I'll find my song. Yeah.
And it'll just make sense. Speaking of, I've still been going down the fucking Sleep Token. I still am watching like full album reactions like almost every day.
Oh my God, that's insane.
Like that's one of the things where like after 14 hours of editing, I just open up my laptop and like refresh YouTube, and that's like one of the first things I see, and I'm just like, yep, turn my brain off. I'll watch
somebody
this, like,
react to
this 72-year-old female therapist react to like, are you really okay? Right? Like that's what I spelled my and one of the interesting things that somebody mentioned that I thought I would throw out to you is, did you ever think it was weird? There's that period in Gethsemane before the like trap beat and like the rap part at the end comes in. And there's like, it sounds like a crowd cheering.
Okay.
I'm sure that you would recognize it if you heard it. Did you ever think of what that was?
Mm-mm.
Because like you might think, especially with like songs like Caramel and stuff, you might like, my initial reaction is like, oh, it must just be like a crowd cheering like they're on stage. And someone said, oh, I can imagine that that's actually a crowd like jeering at Jesus.
Oh,
while he's carrying the cross through fucking whatever Pallet Town or whatever,
Pallet Town. Yeah. That was it.
Before Brock. Yeah, I don't know. I never read the Bible, so no, but like,
I mean, it makes sense because the name of the song is Gethsemane. Like, yeah.
So I was like, oh shit. So now I don't picture a crowd cheering. Now I picture like the fucking mob. Basically, you know what I picture? I picture the scene from Game of Thrones with the ding, shame. Except instead of Lena Headey or whatever, I picture Jesus carrying the cross.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy? Did you ever watch Ted Lasso?
I got 15 minutes into episode 1 and then never went any further.
Oh,
I'm not that it was bad or anything.
No, I know. Yeah. Did you? Okay. Well, then this isn't going to hit as hard. But the the really tall English woman, that's the head coach that's like the owner of the team. Did you even get that far?
She's the one in Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah, she's the girl yelling shame, which is just crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay, I was thinking about the other one. The other big lady, like the main, one of the main
Oh, the
characters.
main, not Cersei, no.
No, not Cersei. The big, like large, like woman, the like night woman.
Oh, no, that's, I forget her name, but she was in Severance.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yes. She's a boss. Yeah.
But when's Silo? When's the next season?
Yeah, Hannah Waddington is the shame girl. And then Brienne of Tarth, I forget her name in real life. It starts with a G, but she was in Severance.
Starts with a G, a goat lady in Severance.
No.
Yeah, starts with a G, goat lady.
Brienne of Tarth actress. Gwendoline Christie.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. No, this is now the fucking pop culture cast.
Yes.
Bro, between Fallout, Silo,
Yeah.
Severance,
Yeah. Stranger Things. Pluribus.
There's so many
Severance,
shows right now that are actually bomb, bro.
Yeah, we're in a good time.
Were you here when I was listening to fucking Kate Bush?
Yes.
Bro,
Never
that-
only could
Oh
I
god.
can deal with God. That song's such a banger.
Dude, and it's like a wild, like the structure, the harmony, the everything is like so odd. It's so different.
Yeah.
It's not like a standard 80s song.
No, it needed it like it's a song. Oh, okay. I'm sure in the 80s it was great. Why it's so good right now is because like for a modern audience, it needed an emotional connection.
It needs emotional context.
Exactly. And it has that. You know what I mean? And now it's like, I don't know what that song is written about, but it evokes an emotion. And you can listen to it sans Stranger Things and be like, wow, this is such a good song. But you get over the hump because like there was such a strong emotion happening when the first time I heard it that like you see it as a masterpiece in the context of evoking emotion and getting me to where I needed to be to like witness this piece of cinema or whatever. And so now it's like I can listen to it and just be like, oh my God, this song is so good, even without Stranger Things. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a song that like I'll listen to in 10 years and get and like feel emotional, like nostalgia for you know, like some of the songs from Dark are the same. Like every song in Dark is like a masterpiece.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, like there's I don't know how to describe how like not iconic, but there's just something about the like in Stranger Things that I'm just picturing like Max getting just lifted up into the air.
Yep.
It's that simple basic thing, like eyes roll back in your head, lifted up in the air. That's like, oh my God.
Yep.
Oh God.
You know, it's so funny. I think about this sometimes. Yeah, we're really off like all over the place. And I love this. Like you and I have a background in music and like we're musicians and like and that extended into like our appreciation of music. I mean, we did like 8 weeks of the podcast where we were basically just like breaking down lyrics from Sleep Token, right? Like, and like, but the mechanism for which like millennials and younger people like are like understand the power of music is weirdly enough through like memes. Like it's crazy how you can see like a short, it's like a vertical thing and it's like a clip from a movie or a TV show or a clip from a speech or whatever. And like the music behind it can make it a completely different thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like you go to the comments and somebody's like fire edit, bro. And it's really not a lot of, I mean, sometimes there's complex edits, but like so often just putting music behind a video can make that thing hit so much harder. And there's this like whole subculture of like people finding either like scenes from old movies or scenes from old TV shows or old speeches or old commercials or something, and they can get a second wind of emotion out of this old media by applying some modern music or beat or something that hits a certain emotional beat that accentuates the emotional beat of the original media. And you can walk away from that being like, God, why did that hit so hard? And it's like, that's music, baby. Like, that's why music is so great.
Bro, and that's why as someone who doesn't make shorts, it's such a cheat code. It's literally, you have Game Shark. It's so unfair that there's not the same copyright on shorts.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if I could put like the fucking whatever his name is, who did the 9 Inch Nails cover of fucking Hurt.
Oh, yeah.
it's a shameful that I don't remember.
Yeah.
Been,
I think
my brain is
played
fried.
this on the Patreon or something. Yeah.
But Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, brother. Listen, my brain is fucking like miso soup at the moment. Okay.
Didn't he do that when he was like mad old too?
Yeah, he did it very shortly before he died. Which makes it even
that was like
crazier, like harder hitting. But like if I, oh my god, like if I could use whatever music I wanted, my shit would hit twice as hard as 100%. It does now with my music, which I think like it does kind of the same sort of thing, but it's not the same as. I mean, just think about the fucking fortunate
son. Yeah.
Instantly, like that just adds
so much emotion. So much.
Just imagine generic rock song with a helicopter. It's not the same.
It's not the same.
So the fact that on is it still the case, or has it ever been the case? So it's my understanding that like they made it so that they don't have copyright like content ID on shorts.
Yeah, it's something like that. Now,
so it's a Wild West.
Now the revenue is like you get paid like 3 cents for every million views, but
so is there revenue sharing?
Probably
with the artist,
that's built. I'm pretty sure that's just like built into the revenue of shorts. But but you can.
Man, I can't. That's a whole other thing. I can't wait till they sort out like. I hate the copyright system. Bro. I hate all the copyright. As someone who makes music.
Yeah,
it's annoying for me who makes almost all of the music that I use.
I've got 9-hour YouTube streams demonetized for like humming a song. Like it's fucking great, dude. If at any point during the stream I click on a video and an ad shows and the ad freaking got Creed to play in their ad, like it's GG's on the 9-hour YouTube stream. Like it's
fucking. The band Ween. Are you familiar at all with Ween?
Ween.
Yeah, they made Ocean Man.
Ocean Man, take me by the hand.
I have made them $97 since it was published in November of 2019 because somehow Mosin Man was enough of a good cover to get Content ID hit. And so Ween has collected all the revenue.
I've made Ween $97. Is crazy.
Which is actually wild also to think that like this, I mean, honestly, I hate Mosin Man mostly because like, I was doing the Mr. Plinkett like fucking Squidward ass voice when I was singing it, because I didn't want to sing seriously in such a dumb thing. But to whatever extent it's somehow iconic. Like people love it way more than I love it.
Yeah, it is iconic.
And to think that I made $0 from it, and instead Ween made $97 is every aspect of that sucks. Because if anyone's going to make money, okay, it should have been me, and it should have been more than $97 for the amount that it's contributed to the cultural zeitgeist. Okay?
Oh, Escape from Tarkov. Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Tarkov and gaming, I haven't been playing Tarkov, so moving on from that. No, I'm just kidding.
Hi, my name's Jesse, and I'm a Tarkaholic.
Dude, it's so funny. One of the two people that bet me 100 subs, which is so funny, by the way. One person bet me 100 subs, Arc Raiders would die within a month. Where are you at, bro? I forgot to record your name. This was like months ago, and I was like, damn. But then the other guy, he bet me, not that Arc Raiders would die within a month, but that I'd be back on Tarkov. I would have given up on Arc Raiders within 2 months. Well, he came back in, and like, it's so funny because I literally like I'm not to his face, but I was like, I will gladly take that bet. You're insane if you think I'm going to go back to Tarkov. He came back in the chat and he was like so surprised. I was playing Arc and he was like, have you been back on Tarkov? I was like, yeah, I played for like 2 weeks. Fuck that. Like, I'm back on Arc like full time. And he was like, what? No way. I was like, bro, I told you this would happen. It was so crazy. But I respect him for coming back.
Did you just stare at chat silently and wait for the notification to come in for the
He did not gift the 100 subs. He did not.
You fucking coward.
Coward, bro. Cowardice. I wasn't going to harp on it, but.
Spineless
I won't
motherfucker.
name drop or anything, but yeah. Anyways, the only like fun and this is not even to troll. The only like fun relevant Tarkov thing is this addiction to world's first. Bro, okay, so Tiggs escaped and he was world's first. Nikita tweeted world first. BSG tweeted world first. I think he's gonna
How did he know? How did we know he was world first?
Because Nikita tweeted it. Like nobody was doing it live, and everybody, the vibe was like, "Are you gonna be the first one to do this?" And then as soon as he escaped, Nikita tweeted. Nikita didn't retweet. Nikita tweeted like, "Congrats at Tiggs world first escape." So then we were like, "Oh, okay, interesting."
I'm starting now. Right now, I'm starting a conspiracy theory that there's probably 7 people who were just normies, non-streamers that did it beforehand. But
maybe. But what I'm saying, what is funny is that set like this crazy precedent where like everybody, if everybody's tweeting that they got world first, but there are just more stipulations. It's like world first. Best ending 0 to hero. World first prestige 6. Second best ending. Third best. I jumped on one leg.
First 37-year-old accountant named Dave.
Dude, every day I check, like if I open Twitter on my PC, somebody's tweeting that they got the world first of something. Third best ending as a bear, not going lighthouse, headshots only. Like that's
why the internet exists.
Funny, bro.
That's what the internet is for, boys.
Yeah.
It's for good, wholesome fucking memes.
Yeah, and 100%. And I'm not even like hating on those guys because like it is fun to recognize that like you were among the first and maybe you were the first person to do it with this ending or whatever. But it just, dude, it's so funny because like Nikita, it's just like Nikita's like retweeting all of them. And so like there's like this incentive to like be the world's first of something so you can say that. And I just find it so funny. It's awesome, but I find it funny. Yeah, not too long ago, Matt, you're right. Nikita tweeted something about like only 50 people had escaped, and that was like almost like a week after Tiggs did it or something. So it was, I don't know.
That's great game design.
Oh, and I forgot. Okay, so you know how I told you
the plot thickens?
Yeah, dude, you know how I told you, chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Comment section, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not as plugged into the.
We don't give a shit if he's wrong.
I'm not as plugged into the cultural, but I did see some things. So I told you last week, and we laughed. We LOL'd at the fact that 5 people can queue terminal, but only 4 people. There's only 4 seats on the bus, right? Yeah. So and I was like. That is like the worst. Like that is the craziest decision.
Wheels on Tarkov's bus fall to the ground.
Yeah. Okay. So now what's happening? Now that more people are getting there, people are queuing into terminal with.
I was just thinking there's fewer and fewer seats every time.
You're not wrong. People are queuing into terminal with randoms, and however many people queue in, there's always one less seat. It's N minus one.
N minus one. That is such a fucking meme, dude.
Yeah.
I was thinking that as like a joke. Oh my god.
So you're loading in with randoms, and the by design, somebody's got to betray because there aren't enough seats, which means in gaming culture, it goes from 0 to 100 instantly. It's who can get a weapon first and kill the other one. There's no teamwork to get to terminal, and maybe one of us dies along the way. It's get a gun, shoot the other guy, and then I think it costs like $5 million to go again.
Oh my god,
dude!
People are fucking
crazy.
They're like entering the lottery to try to enter into the Hunger Games.
Mm-hmm. Bro,
it's like, are you sure you want to do that?
Crazy. So yeah, that's been funny. Apparently, they sold 1 million copies of Escape from Tarkov since 1.0 came out, which is 1 month and 3 days ago.
Oh, well, at least they'll be able to keep the lights on.
Yeah. But I genuinely haven't played Tarkov in like 2 weeks. I am having, bro, the time of my life playing Tarkov. The other day,
You mean
sorry, Arc Raiders. Holy shit, Freudian slip.
I'm like actually incredibly amazed. Like, not that I don't think it's like good enough. I just like, I mean, I'm projecting because I'm just thinking about like, even no matter how good it is, I just can't see like, getting into that. It must be really good. Like,
Arc, dude, holy, I'm having that. I literally like the other day, I came out of stream and I swear to God, I said this to my wife unprompted. I was like, it feels so good to like want to stream again. And she just went, damn. Like, it's not a perfect game. It doesn't have to be like, it doesn't have to be a 10,000 hour game. It's not a perfect game. It's not a game for you. Fine.
It's not. Tarkov is the thing.
Yes, but it's like, dude, I love it so much. And I just am having so much fun. I want to hop on and play. Like, oh my God, I'm having such a blast. Me and Hambino had like a generational run in the past 2 days. Like 16 hours of streaming. I think we died twice. Like, we're just like we've been playing with his buddy K-Mind and we're just like flow state. Like PvP is just like, we're making flanks, we're making plays.
You're gonna win. You're gonna win fucking Twitch rivals, is what you're saying.
Yeah, no. It's so fun.
Bro, if I can win Twitch rivals on Tarkov, then you could probably win on Arc.
Maybe. But I don't even care. Like, I don't even want to compete in that game. You know what I mean? Because that already begins the fun ruining when, you know what I mean? When you compete. They had...
Only if you give a fuck about how you do.
That's very true. They had a big update where they had the update's called Cold Snap. So now one of the map conditions is that it's snowing. I think that they...
Too real?
I think that, they did snow one of the best in terms of like limiting visibility because of the snow, but not limiting it so much that it's like aids to play. Like, the game is already gorgeous. I literally say all the time, I feel like I'm running around a cutscene for a video game. Like, this is what I thought gaming would be when I was a kid. Like, holy shit. And so it looks amazing. And then it's just, if you stay outside too long, you get frostbitten and you start to take damage. So it's like, it's completely changed how you interact with the maps because you try to get inside. The like loot is buffed. They made a bunch of changes to like some of the guns and they fixed some bugs. There were some pretty great game breaking bugs. And so like the update's really cool. The expedition window is in right now. So like some convergence between like a wipe and a prestige system. So basically everybody that's decided they want a prestige can right now and over the next 3 days go into the game and click the I want a prestige button. And then that basically locks you in. You're like, when you click this button, you can't unclick it. And they're like, on Monday, this coming Monday, we're wiping you if you click this button. So you have like 4 days to commit. So you don't have to do it. And then, so it's going to be really interesting because it's not going to be a full community-wide wipe where like everybody has to. You don't have to do it. But everybody that does want to prestige has to prestige on this one day. So it'll be interesting to see what happens after, like how many people do it. Does it feel like a wipe? Does it feel like wipe day where like everyone's doing scrappy fights? Or, you know, are there like a bunch of people that decided not to and they're running around in Chad gear? Like, it's going to be really interesting. But so like if you prestige, the rewards you get are like slightly faster XP gain, a little bit more mats from Scrappy, your repairs, that when you repair your guns, they repair slightly better. You get 12 more spots in your stash permanently, which is 3 more rows, and you get extra skill points. This is actually one of the sticking points with the expedition. You get extra skill points on your next go around, but the amount of skill points you get is determined by how much value your stash is. Between like combining your stash value and your liquid cash, those get combined together. Oh. And at first it was like, oh, cool. Like, let's grind so that we can, you know, get the most amount of points, until you very quickly realize that that system is like the antithesis of an extraction shooter. So the wipe is coming and I'm incentivized to not use any of my good loot. And like, everybody was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then 2 days later, everyone's like, yeah, this needs some work. So I really hope for the next expedition, so 8 weeks from now, they will have changed that system. And based on what they've said in the past about how, like, we're not sure if this whole expedition thing is going to work. We just want something in between a forced community wipe and just like everybody prestiging on their own. I hope they will. But it is like everybody, you know, Co said this, everybody's been like, this is pre-wipe. Everybody should be running around nonstop in their juiced shit. You know what I mean? Using it, because
it should be how much you spend.
Yeah, dude, yes. Yeah, literally. People had suggested like the value being like value looted, how much you've looted. So that would mean you would want to go in as prepared as possible to kill and survive so that you can loot more stuff. And then that's what
gross income, not net income.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, so that's been weird. Like run like a stash full of like the best guns in the game, and we're like running scav loadouts because I'm trying to get to the 5 mil mark because it's capped at 5 mil, 5 skill points. So it's a mil per skill point. And so I played 3 weeks of Tarkov. I fell super hard behind. I genuinely like 3 days ago didn't know if I was gonna make it. So it's like feels I got stash full of shit, and we're like
Tarkov again when you meant fucking.
Yes, I meant Arc. It's freaking permanently etched into my brain.
Just call it Arcov.
Arcov, then... yeah. But just in general, like the
that is not like when you accidentally call your girlfriend by your ex's name.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess in a way, yeah, in a way. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's just fun. It's just, and that's crazy. Is like, you know, we said. We've had this conversation on the podcast before, but like I keep having it in chat where it's like, it's so funny. I get it. I'm not saying this is inherently like nefarious or people are being mean spirited, but like people just keep being like, I don't know. I just don't know if I see myself playing this game for 10,000 hours. And I'm like, you didn't think Tarkov was a game you could play for 10,000 hours. Somebody said the other day, I don't think there's enough content to get 10,000 hours out of this. I was like, when I started Tarkov, there wasn't either. You can't do 10,000 hours in less than 5 years, which means 5 years from now, there might be 5x the It's like once again, and I've said this a million times, if you're like, yo, Arc Raiders is an awesome game, but it's just not my vibe, like I respect the hell out of that. But like that mentality, the whole like, I just don't know if I can get 10,000 hours out of it. I was like, you've like no game you have 10,000 hours in. You thought you could get 10,000 hours in 10 hours in.
Bro.
It's because there was years of updates and new stuff and friends and like, oh my God, it's crazy.
Every incredible game in the world ever, it has a 30-hour fucking playtime, okay?
Yeah.
But fucking Zelda, Pokemon Blue, fucking Outer Wilds, Skyrim, like none of those, like who? Oh my God.
Yeah. And it's like, and so.
Well, I'm not going to get 8 million % return on investment, so I guess I'm just not going to invest.
And so it's like, it's like, dude, 100%. I was like, I don't think I'm going to get 10,000 hours out of what we have in Arc Raiders today, but I can't get 10,000 hours in any game in less than years and years and years. So I'm just going to keep playing until it's not fun. And then even then, if it's not fun, but then they do something fun, I might come back. That's why it's like, people are like, are you done with Tarkov? I was like, I'm not like done in the sense that like, I'm never going to play again. It's like, I'm not going to play Tarkov again until I feel like it's fun to play again. 3 months from now, they might release an update then where I hear about it and I'm like, oh my God, like that sounds sick. Like some new mode. Scav Life DLC, and I'm like, oh my God, I can play as Killa. I might come back to Tarkov and like have fun playing because of that thing. And right now, I'm just having the most fun playing Arc Raiders. It's just like, dude, the PvP is satisfying. The loot is great. It's 100% not Tarkov. It's 100% not as complex as Tarkov, not as hardcore as Tarkov, not as many systems to learn as Tarkov. And if that means you're like, oh man, like I just don't feel like I can get a lot of entertainment out of it, that's totally fine. But I'm just not, the comparison is just so, it's so weird because when it, you know, I find that most people that are in that where they're like, I love Arc Raiders, but I don't know if I can get as much time as I've gotten into Tarkov. that's a very specific subset of people, by the way. That's not just like generally people that love Arc Raiders. Like there's a subset of people that have like come from Tarkov and they're enjoying Arc Raiders. And that subset is overrepresented in my audience because I was, a Tarkov creator for, 7 years. And so like that subset. And it's funny because when you poke and explore why they enjoy Arc Raiders is because it's not like Tarkov. And then when you ask, but then like this conversation started because you were saying like, I just don't know if like, it just doesn't have enough like Tarkov did. And it's just this weird, like they can't get out of the comparison game where it's like, you loved that this wasn't like Tarkov. And now you're like, yeah, but it's not like Tarkov. So I don't know if I can.
Sum game.
Yeah,
it's just
weird.
Game, dude. Okay. Remember how we had this conversation a while ago about how, I think it was on the Patreon. We went real deep into the paint with this, how it was like trying to predict the future.
Yes.
How like you need to think like way outside the box. It's not even outside the box, like outside the fucking bun.
Yes.
You need to think, okay. You need to go full Burger King or whatever.
Outside the bun. Yeah.
No, Taco Bell. Whatever. Mark my words, in the future, we're going to pay like twice as much for a video game that has half the content just so that it forces us to go touch grass for the extra fucking time.
Yeah.
It's going to be like, oh, I'm going to pay. I value the $60 game with 20 hours of gameplay twice as much as the game with 40 hours of gameplay because I get 20 hours where I get to go to the mall or whatever.
Yeah.
But I get to interact with another primate.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. So yeah, I didn't even mean to go down that tirade. All I really meant to talk about with Arc was I'm having like the time of my life. It has like just like I love streaming, I love playing, I love I'm just like loving the game and enjoying it, and I'm excited because we have more content. Like we have the expedition, so it's like Monday is like pseudo wipe day. So like I'm wiping my character and then we're going to start the grind again. So in the way that, the Tarkov wipe days were fun back in the beginning, like I'm excited for that to just like grind it again. And yeah.
Are the Giga Chads like super visually distinct?
No.
Like when you see like the Fort Fast MT, you're like, oh, he's chonky. I've never seen anything other than like a scav in the game, basically.
Correct.
So I don't know.
Yeah, no. So it's like because the game is so cosmetics based, there tend to be some cosmetics that the Chads wear, but the gear, like you can tell if I've never noticed this in the middle of a fight, but technically you can tell the level of somebody's shield. Because that's like if they have a level 1 shield, they've got the actual physical thing that's off your backpack that generates your shield. And if you have level 2, there's 2 of them. And if you have a level 3, there's 3 of them. Outside of that, you'd never be able to tell what gear they have outside of like hearing the distinct kind of like, oh, that's a Renegade, that's a Torrente or whatever. But because it's all skins, like you have no idea if these guys are about to like, exactly. You have no idea if there's some dude's about to like slide cancel, freaking double pump you, or if they're like a free kit and this is their first game.
That would be tough actually. Because like you can't, that I have a feeling that could be something that might bother me.
Yeah.
Because like you can't, a lot of what you have to do in these games is like do the sort of calculus around whether or not it's worth engaging this guy.
Yeah.
And if you're on a pistol run and you see the Fort Fast MT guy, you're like, fuck.
Yes.
You just like hope he just runs by, right?
Yeah.
But if you see a squad of like 6 hatchlings, you're going to be like fucking, shooting practice.
100%.
Right?
Yeah. 100%. That's for sure. Like that's kind of like, that is one of those, you can't have your cake and eat it too. I'm not saying I'm saying like the gaming community where like, gamers love skins and they love like to be able to customize the way their player looks. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like we've wanted that in Tarkov forever where like, you could like, imagine I could do this armor, but in this whatever color, but then that makes it harder to distinguish a piece of gear because you can customize it the way it looks. And so like Tarkov has always been, now Tarkov did the customization with the clothes underneath, which I think was a welcome change to Tarkov. I love that. And retained that visual kind of indicator of like, it doesn't matter what face you picked. If you have an Alton on, you have an Alton on, right? So 100%. But a lot of those things are just like peeled one layer back. Like it's just like positioning, because it's a third person game. Those questions are less about like what gear they have and all about like positioning. Like, well, you can see they went there, this, there.
If you're on a corner and they're out in the open.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that,
or
yeah.
like what happens, like they all just went down this ladder. Do we jump down this ladder after them? Are they going to have a hole? Did they put a mine there? Like, so there's still a lot of the engaging conversations around like when should we push and when should we not? But it is not based around like what gear they have. Now,
I mean, I wonder, like, I suppose as long as it's not like super hard to see, if you're looking out for the whole 1, 2, 3 shield thing, like that's enough, I think, to make decisions most of the time. You know what kind of gun you have, and if you know what kind of level armor they have.
Weirdly enough, though, the balance in Arc Raiders is like no game I've ever played. So like the shields are borderline meaningless. So the shields are not additional HP, where I have 100 HP and the shield is 100 HP. So if I get shot for 50 damage, the shield goes down to 50. The shields are absorb a % of damage.
Oh, so it's damage. It's % damage reduction.
Yes. And so you can die and have shield left if like you, in these weird instances where, you know what I mean, the shot was enough, 2 headshots, the shield hasn't absorbed enough damage for the shield to be down to 0, but you've taken enough damage. And so
is the damage, do you know this? I'm just like thinking about like Battle Buddy. Because it could be implemented a number of ways. It could be that like the head is a separate zone, or it could be that like a bullet, let's just say, does 50 damage, and let's say you have 100 HP. It could be that like if it hits the head, it multiplies it. Like it's one zone in the body, but it multiplies it by 2 when you get a headshot.
Yeah, that's a good question. Now, there are Battle Buddy-esque damage calculators. Like, there are already, like, how many, like, I was playing with Kay, and he was like, they buffed the patina, and he was like, I wonder how many headshots do you need with the patina now and he, like, went to some website. So there are people that are doing that.
Cattle Buddy.
Cattle Buddy, yep. But, like, but the balance between the light, so, like, every other like trios style shooter recently has always had this every game that
when you say trio style, like light, medium, heavy.
No,
what do you mean by trio?
Well, like a lot of modern extraction shooters, like Marathon did this, Delta Force did this, where like 3 is the max squad size and 3 is largely what the intended squad size is. Like Arc is very solo friendly, but Arc also has squad fill. Like you can tell it was designed for parties of 3. Delta Force was designed for parties of 3. Marathon was designed for parties of 3. Like this whole, like a lot of those, like Delta Force and Marathon are like hero shooters. Anyways, in a lot of these games, the balance tends to be overtuned in terms of like the Cycle Frontier had this. This is a great example. Because games that are made for more casual audiences and mass adoption almost always adopt the green, blue, purple, gold thing.
Yeah.
Those are always terribly imbalanced. Like the Cycle Frontier, if you were a solo and you had a blue shield and you shot at a guy and his shield went ching gold, you were dead. Run away. You can't win. And that's always how like Delta Force always had like crazy, like the red ammo. You just like can't do anything about it. Marathon had like gold shields. Like there's always this. In every way, Arc Raiders was just like, we'd rather everything be the same than have something to be crazy overpowered. So the purple guns, the rarest, most expensive guns in the game, largely underperform against the gray version of their counterparts. So like the gold SMG like is only very situationally better than the gray SMG leveled up.
Yeah.
And the shotgun is the same and the sniper is the same. And it's the same with shields where like I have 5 million space credits and I run the mid-tier.
Is that what it's called? Space credits?
But that's just what, I don't know, coins. But I run of the 3 shield types, the medium shield the most often. And sometimes I run the green shield and I can't tell a difference.
Yeah.
Now, from what I understand, most people in Arc Raiders feel as though those things need a slight rebalance to make them worth the investment. But it's refreshing that this is one of the only games that when the rubber hit the road, when the game launched, it wasn't like that guy had a fucking purple shield. What was I supposed to do? It's an unwinnable fight. Like they balanced it in a way that like the gray guns and the green shields are competitive at the highest level, which I can objectively say their balancing is a little off here, but it's refreshing to be off in this direction and not this direction. You know what I mean?
Yep. So yeah, like as a minimum, you want there to be a threshold where it's like, I have a helmet, whoop, puts me up here.
Yeah.
And then the difference between the helmets is like this.
Yes.
But like, it makes it worthwhile to have the thing.
Yeah.
And then if you really want to min-max.
Yes.
Because, you know, money is no option or whatever, then you can.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent of like having a nice car and putting fucking 20s on it. Like,
yeah,
you're like, you don't have to do it, but it's not worth it.
Exactly. Yeah.
But,
and,
you know,
and once again, this to the credit of Tarkov, they bypass a lot of this balancing conversation when they're just like, no, we're the game where like you can just get one tap.
You mean?
No, I mean Tarkov. I genuinely mean like Tarkov is a game where they were like, fuck balance. It's hardcore. And because of that, because they owned that so much, like that became like a, oh, cool. Like, yeah, you can always get one tapped. Like you really had to like, Tarkov forced you to adapt to it. And when you did, there was a mastery that felt, you know what I mean? Like I can go in with this gear, but unashamedly, and Alton is like better than the penis helmet. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know if I always want to take that. Whereas every game that decides, well, they don't want to do that. They want the time to kill to be a little bit longer. They don't want one-shot headshots. Immediately, the first problem is always this balance. We're like, yeah, but if the good stuff is too good, then everybody just pump stomps the new players. And if the good stuff isn't good enough, then what the fuck is the gear grind for? And so this is just like inherently an issue. Like, I don't think any game that I know of that's a multiplayer PvP loot-based extraction shooter has nailed this. I would say Arc is the most fun to play because it's the game that the least amount of times I've just gone, God damn it, he had this.
Yeah.
Like almost every single time I die in Arc Raiders, and this is what we talked about all the time. This is the vision of the future we wanted for.
You're like, no, I fucked up.
Yes, this is the vision we always wanted for Tarkov. Every time I die in Arc Raiders, me and Chad can be like, dude, I didn't think there was two. There was two. I should have thrown a nade and I swung it. It's always that. Is so rarely like, oh, he had the fucking purple shotgun, man. Like, yeah.
I love losing when you're like, no, I didn't. You know, it's so much. It's so much more satisfying. You know, because bro, I can't help but think. You realize that the like fuck you, it's hardcore. I mean, I know you were like half kidding. Is actually kind of the ultimate panacea, cure-all trump card response because knowing how the ballistics work. I don't think I don't think it's really necessarily different, but I can't speak, you know, knowing how it worked. That was almost like we're going to implement a thing and then see how it is. Like they weren't doing, they threw a dart and it hit the wall and then they put the fucking dartboard behind it.
Yes.
So like it could have been that you get one tap no matter what you wear and they could say, fuck you, it's hardcore, and that works. It could be that it's 1,000 bullets into the tier 6 armor and they don't die. Fuck you, it's hardcore.
Yes.
Like no matter what, it's hardcore is like.
That's so true. That's so true. That's so true. Yeah, I never considered that. I never considered that like when one unchanging explanation can explain completely contradictory belief systems, the explanation is not sufficient. So when, exactly. When someone's like, I'm so tired of dying to one-shot headshots, and somebody goes, it's hardcore. And then in the same thing, you can like mag dump somebody with like an MP5, you know, like 50 round magazine to the thorax, and then they'll go, it's 9mm, bro. It's a hardcore game. What did you expect? It's like, bitch, take 50 rounds to Kevlar. Like,
and so that's how you understand that the abstract meaning behind the word hardcore is not that it's challenging and punishing.
Yes.
It's that it sucks.
Yes.
it's frustrating and annoying.
Something is bad. That's hardcore. Yeah. 100%. Now, we actually have some other extraction shooter like newsy news, which is PUBG black budget.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw anything about that, but like the PUBG company
I haven't checked my mail in 2 weeks.
is making an extraction shooter called Black Budget, and it was playable last weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, playable this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, by a select few people. I'm in there, and then they're handing out codes every day to get more people in. It's bad, but it is bad. I made a video about this. It is bad in the opposite way. Most extraction shooters are bad, and it's bad in a way you wouldn't expect from PUBG. So, from what I understand of PUBG, is that because I've played very little, but everybody's played PUBG, except for me. And from what I've gathered from a lot of information, PUBG has a very distinct gunplay, and it's very revered by the audience. Not everybody in the world likes it, but the people that like PUBG like the PUBG gunplay. There's a lot of vertical recoil, and it's very intuitive in like bigger caliber gun, more vertical recoil, and you got to pull down.
But it's
controllable, and it's masterable, and it's learnable. And so that's like a revered core tenet of PUBG. So keep that idea in your head. Separately, most extraction shooters that have come out since Tarkov, the feedback has largely been this. Yeah, it's like the gunplay's fine, and it's an optimized game. I get good frames, but it's soulless. It lacks vision. It's not doing anything to the genre. Black Budget is the opposite. When you get through like the back end, some of the stuff they're doing is some of the coolest. Like, wow, you're actually like taking this extraction shooter mechanic and like meaningfully iterating on it, turning it from like it was a mistake in Tarkov that stuck around, and now it's like a mechanic that's surrounded by things. But the moment-to-moment gameplay is so ass. The gunplay is so ass. The movement is so ass, and it's like so weird. It's bad.
So maybe I missed this at the beginning. I'm too ADHD. Did you say that you played it, or have you been looking at it?
I played it.
Okay.
Yeah, I played it for like 14 hours on Friday, and then like 5 hours on Saturday. And so it's very weird. Very weird. So there's so many layers of weird where everybody's like, why wouldn't they just like use the PUBG gunplay? Now, so many people are coming out to say it's this is made in Unreal Engine 5 and PUBG's made in Unreal Engine 4, as like they couldn't just make the gunplay. I was like, okay, yeah, they can't like copy and paste code._gunplay.exe, but
they probably could. They probably just didn't want.
They probably could.
It's probably like Tech Dead or some shit.
But I was like, but they could have at least like philosophically used PUBG gunplay as, and you know what it is? Every single person that has played Tarkov long enough that I've talked about Black Budget has said the same thing. They've all gone, you remember when Tarkov recoil was at its worst? And you remember when it was all random? It's like somebody made that system worse. It's worse than that. You don't know if your gun's going to go up left, up right, up straight up. And so like even in semi-auto, like an MPX, a 9mm MPX is like horrendous recoil. Even in semi-auto, because you don't know what direction the gun is going to go, it's actually really hard to get like a follow-up shot. And so
because what you lack, what you have in real life is it's not visual cues, it's feeling.
Yeah.
You fucking use the force, Luke, and when you feel someone push, you just push back, right?
Exactly. Like, your brain doesn't even manifest those thoughts.
You need something in a game mechanic that manifests to replace that thing, which is your ability to react in a way that isn't just visual.
Yeah. 100%. So like that's why we were all so confused, and it like immediately turned everybody off. Like Summit hopped off of it. Like everybody was just like, But if you get past that, like they have like a hideout, and they've merged that with like base building mechanics, the crafting mechanics. There's like research, permanent buffs you can do to your canvas. Like no extraction shooter has more value from like more of the loot items. Like everything in the game is usable in some way. It can be upcycled or downcycled or used to research a thing, and that research can then be taken over to this module. And it's like a base building thing, like your hideout. You walk around it, and you like have to get things to like
reminds me of almost Fallout 4.
Kind of, yeah. But it's like, it's all the modules and levels and the traders and like the scav mechanic in the game, the free loadout mechanic. You can get a free loadout every 20 minutes. But the factions in the game that the traders are from, you can level up enough that they can sponsor your free loadout. And your free loadout's kind of a juiced kit. But if you die, you lose faction reputation. You're wagering.
That's sick,
you're wagering
actually.
faction reputation. So you
bro, that turns like a meaningless, you can kind of just not care because you haven't invested anything into yes. Not only do you not invest something, you're investing extra. Bro, that's genius.
I know, dude. It's so sick. The secure container, so many games flip-flop back and forth on should we have a secure container, not secure container. Delta Force and ABI did secure container. Marathon's not going to do secure container. Arc Raiders does secure containers kind of depending on what augment you're running. In Black Budget, you have 5 slots for keys that are never going to go anywhere, but you can only put keys there. Outside of that, you have every raid you have one drone, like a DJI drone. It's an item, press 6, and you put the drone on the ground, and it's a 2x2, and you can put loot in there and send the drone up, and it flies away. It can be shot down by other players and looted. So you have to choose, what do I want to send? When do I want to send it? And can I defend it while it flies away?
That is like, it's like a multi-dimensional tweak on it, because it's always just been, do you have it or do you not have it, and how much is it? Now it's you can get rid of stuff like within a raid.
Yes.
But it's a gamble, bro. That's so
Dude,
smart.
It's so sick. Like, and it adds exactly like you said. It's just, up until now, it's just been a thing that's there. And if it's there, when you find an item, you just shove it up your butt and then you're good immediately. Now there's agency and decision, because if you're looking for a couple of quest items, you find one, you send the drone, then you find the other one. You're like, fuck, I already sent my drone. So now that tension is there again. But then if you like wait to not send the thing because you're looking for one and then you die, then you're like, I should have sent the drone.
First one.
Dude. And so it's like, it's agency. And then in the hideout, as you level it up, you can level up the drone to have more capacity, to fly faster so it gets out of the raid, to be armored. Dude, I'm saying the back end mechanics, there's some stuff, dude. Keys. Okay, the way they do keys in the game, largely in every extraction shooter, it's you find a key and the key is to this room, right, on this map. Boom. There are some of those in the game where it's like this POI's keys. But the map in this...
Ooh, I have an idea, but I'm going to let you tell me first.
The map in this game is more like a Battle Royale map. It's big. It's like kind of open worldy. And it's a circle, and everybody spawns on the beach on the outside. And the farther towards the center you get, the higher the loot and the higher the threat. Because it's like a base. It's like a military base. Because of that, 70% of the keys are just clearance level 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
I was gonna say this. Are they basically like the rings?
Yes.
I knew it.
So now, if you find like a clearance level 4 key, it will unlock clearance level 4 or below, like anything below that. And there are rooms all over the map that are like, even in some of the starter zones, you might find like very rarely like a clearance level 3 key. And then the further you go in, so now the keys are less reliant on spawn RNG, because you might have not spawned near that room, but there's another room that's a clearance level 4 key. And then the clearance levels are also for traversal. So like there are like, as you get in, there's like a gate around here. And it's like, yes, if you go along the gate, you can go under this tunnel. Or if you go this way, you can kill the AI and go through. Or if you're in a hurry, you can just swipe the card and open the door, and now you can get through. You've used one of your uses, but it's like a traversal mechanic too. So there's utility to the keys. It's less it has utility. It's less
and it's tight.
It's tight. It's less reliant on spawn RNG. So like all sorts of stuff like that, man. The game is like, holy shit. You guys took this mechanic, which was like, this was a placeholder mechanic in Tarkov that ended up being like a kind of genre-defining mechanic. And you guys took that and went, what if we like actually figured out how to make that a part of the game, an emergent part of the game that gives players agency and choice? And in so many ways, they did it. But then they put the worst recoil and movement system and gunplay in any game I've played in the past 10 years in the game. It's so weird, bro.
But like, that's the best position to be in.
Yeah, I hope.
Would you rather have a dog shit design with great mechanics, or dog shit mechanics with fantastic design? Like, it's a Tarkov tweak that's like in recoil, in almost no time.
No, you're right.
Tarkov made the recoil went from AIDS to incredible back to AIDS, a different kind of AIDS again within the course of like 96 hours.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's true. Here's the thing though. I just don't like you are objectively right. That is a much better position to be in to make a great game. The problem is, like, I don't know how much I can say, but it's like, let's just say hypothetically in GTA, there was a group of people that play tested this game 8 months ago and everybody provided the same feedback. And 8 months later, it's worse. I'm just like, I just don't trust. Like, you're right. But like between Tarkov and then like the marathon stuff, and just like so many, it's just like, I just don't trust that anyone's listening anymore. I mean, Arc Raiders is kind of restoring that trust, but
if they put out a press release, they're like, hey, we hear you, we're listening, we're going to adopt this and this, and we're going to change this and this and tweak this and this because this is the design philosophy we want to go to, and blah, blah, blah. And trust me, we're going to make it better. It just will take 6 months. You'd be like all for it.
Yes.
You'd be like, hell yeah.
100%. Yeah. If they release like an Arc Raiders level blog post where they like, dude, bro, actually, let me pull up, like, not to endlessly glaze Arc Raiders, although I will.
Blaze away.
Okay, so just like, once again, here are some of the patch notes. They buffed a couple of weapons. Yeah, okay. So this is the order in which they present the information. Weapons. The patina is a specific weapon. So they name the weapon. The very next sentence is not the changes made to the weapon. It's an explanation. These changes aim to make the patina feel a little less reliant on bringing a secondary weapon. The weapon should now be a bit more competent in PvP without tipping the scales too much. Our data shows that this weapon is still the highest performing PvE weapon at its rarity, not including the Hullcracker, but the durability should also feel more in line with other assault rifles. Then it says what they changed.
Plus 7 durability, plus 7 recoil.
Yeah, exactly. So
cool. Thanks.
So,
that allows you, like a veteran player who understands the game, to go, you did it or you didn't do it.
Exactly.
And rather than, I don't like it.
Exactly.
But that's just a subjective opinion based on my personal preferences, and fuck me.
Exactly. So if Black Budget releases a blog post where they were like, hey, this is the feedback we gathered. This is the experience we wanted. This is how we chose to do that. We see that that wasn't the right choice. Maybe this is what we're going to try. I'll be super excited for Black Budget. You know what I mean? Like once again, I'm super kind of like jaded and a little frustrated at the industry. And I'm much less, Tarkov, I was that like bright-eyed, bushy-tailed kind of like white knight for Tarkov for many, many years. I'm still as in love with gaming as I've ever been, but I'm a little bit more like, I'll believe it when I see it. So like, I played Black Budget. In my video, I spent half of the video just turbo glazing the mechanics that they are doing really well. But I was like, at the end of the day, nobody's going to stick around long enough to see these mechanics without better gunplay. If 6 months from now they knew another playtest, I will be the first one in line to be like, hey, did they make it better? But I'm also going to be realistic and be like, I don't know, man. Like they would really need to make it better. But yeah, so that was just Black Budget was just a really interesting experience and the complete opposite of how extraction shooters normally go. And then funnily enough, like 3 days ago, Marathon actually released a 20-minute video updating people on where they are and then put a new release date on the game, which is March. So Marathon was famously
they're gonna make it a turn-based card game.
Yes, now. Dude. Yes. No, bro. They're like doubling down on the extraction shooter stuff. They added a bunch of stuff. You can tell that the success of a game that rhymes with Flarkflaters has influenced a lot of the decisions. Suddenly there's prox chat. Suddenly solos go up against other solos, in the queues. But the video was actually pretty cool. It seems like they're making progress. Marathon is like wasn't there like I feel like there was like a chess guy. Maybe I'm mixing my stories, but like I was trying to make an analog for like the community just decides we hate you, and now like no matter what, like after the way the alpha went down and then the art scandal, like a lot of people are just like Marathon is dead no matter what. I was very critical of Marathon's decisions and the alpha and the test. I was one of the very few people that had access to the alpha, and I bailed on the alpha to go play the Arc Raiders test because Arc Raiders was more fun. Like, yes, they brought me up there and I know those people and they're really awesome people, but like I was very critical of Marathon, but I still wanted to succeed, just like I want Tarkov to succeed, just like I want Black Budget to succeed. And so the video actually outlined a lot of changes that the community had asked for from the alpha, and like a visual update that in my opinion makes the game look a lot better. And so that was kind of like an interesting update. So there's a lot of people. We're getting extraction shooters.
There's a lot of people.
There's lots of people making extraction shooters. There are much more intentional extraction shooters now than ever. It'll be interesting to see where the genre is like a year or two from now, because I don't know if Black Budget's going to succeed. I don't know if Marathon's going to succeed, but like whether you love or hate Arc Raiders, it set a precedent of a game being designed with fun and intentionality in mind. I said this in the other thing people kept saying about Black Budget was you can't criticize it. It's an alpha, bro. That's the point. Like comments on my video in chat, you saying the gunplay is bad is like the stupidest thing ever. This is an alpha, bro. And first of all, those words mean nothing. If I asked you to play the game, like the build we got, and I asked you to define where in the process you thought this was, you'd be like, yeah, this is like the preview weekend, like the game's launching next week, right? Like it's a completed game. It's not an alpha. It's a completed game. Secondly, whatever you want to call it, here's the thing. This is the moment they decided to reveal it. That's on them, not me. Like, whatever you want to call it, somebody in their boardroom was like, let's show everybody. That's not my fault. And I think Arc Raiders reminded the gaming community that, like, a preview doesn't have to be shitty. Like, you know what I mean? A huge part of why Arc Raiders is succeeding is because they chose the right time to reveal it. You know what I mean? And so that was just like a funny thing. Marathon had the same thing where it's like they let us stream it and they shipped it and they suffered as a result. You know, they did it a little too early. And so yeah. Yep.
That just reminded me of let me see if in introducing the idea while preparing for it, I can talk long enough such that it seems like a totally flawless
natural transition.
Yeah. I literally don't even remember what I was in reference to. I was referencing something that you said 4 seconds ago.
Okay.
And I've already forgot.
Alpha, beta, gamma.
Yeah. No, I mean,
sigma, cum laude, 6, 7.
Fuck. God damn it. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to find it. The No Man's Sky meme where it's like Jurassic Park on the fucking recorder.
Oh yeah.
It's like a derpy stegosaurus on two legs. Like
classic.
You chose
meme.
to ship it. You chose to fucking
classic gaming meme. And yeah, 100%. That's their moment. That was their moment to show the game. So,
oh man, I found it right at the fucking last second.
To Jurassic Park.
I love just the dissonant.
Yeah. Classic. Bro, the No Man's Sky
me of that
2014
fucking
trailer.
Oh my god, I've never been more hyped for anything in my life.
Anything.
That reminded me of the turtle on the running shoe. Tell me you've seen that.
Yes. Yes.
It's the
Yeah, I don't know what manifested that noise out of that turtle.
He was humping the shoe. He was that turtle was coming,
that's
bro.
Right. That's right. It's yeah. Yeah. Well, I liked it better when it was a mystery.
You've got to put this on Facebook when you get mine.
Hey man, he's having the time of his life.
Hashtag demonetized. Oh god.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's the energy. That's the energy I've got, dude. Bro, me and Meg went. Okay, we went because I've been so busy. I haven't done what we did for like the last 2 or 3 months, which is basically like every other day go drive by the house and see like the progress.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, oh my god, a week's worth of progress. But they've been like working, doing a whole bunch of stuff, like on the frame and the frame's. The outside frame is done. They're working on the inside frame. They put the shingles on. I haven't been there yet, but we went Saturday, and there's like this unfortunate like we have to find a time where I'm not gonna go and walk around while they're working.
Yeah.
I know enough about construction to know I will be in the wrong place at every single point.
Yeah.
I will be, and especially because one of the first times I was there when I was watching, I saw the guy drop a big fucking hammer from the roof twice. So I'm like, yeah, we definitely shouldn't probably walk around. Just like, chunk. It's like, that's why they got someone standing away, but, at the bottom so that they can grab the shit they drop and climb up. But so we want to, but we can go and like walk around on the inside. It's still, dude, there's like, it's the most addicting thing ever, being able to like walk around on the inside of like my house that like is being, it's like the closest thing I could get to it being done, right? Not just like looking at fucking top down 2-dimensional line renderings. But the problem is that they're always working. And because it's winter in New England, it's like trying to go when Meg isn't working.
Yep. When they're not working
and the sun is up.
Yeah.
Because there's like no lights or anything, right?
Yeah.
Is like impossible. So we rolled up on last Saturday at like 5:30. It was snowing. Dark. We roll up and there's fucking 5 dudes on the roof working.
Oh.
Like, holy shit. So then we're like, all right, fucking, I guess they're working on a Saturday. Like, we'll come back tomorrow. We show up at like 5:30 and it's like super dark, snowing. And we're like, they're not working. Thank God. But it's dark and there's like nails and wood and shit. So like, let's wait. Around 6 o'clock is when the sun comes up and it's like, bright enough. So we'll wait. And it's like, 6 or 5:55, 5:56. We're like, all right, you want to? And all of a sudden we look and there's a fucking white van coming down the street and they're about to pull in and they're like, who the fuck is this? I'm like, no, they showed at 5:45 in the snow on a Sunday.
That's
and these motherfuckers are working on the roof.
Dang.
I brought them fucking dozen donuts and a box of Joe. I was like, yo, you guys, I'm like, first of all, I mean, I'm not like Bob Vila or anything. So, it could be the worst work ever, but
yeah,
I know enough about woodworking to be able to be like, that's some nice quality work. They're not, they're not dicking around.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're doing a good work. If they like me, they're more likely.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
it can't hurt.
It's a win-win-win.
Yeah,
it's a win-win-win, right? Like these guys are busting their ass. They're doing good work, and
they're there at 5:45 on a Sunday morning.
Yeah,
You're like, God damn.
I'm sure they'll appreciate some coffee and some donuts and stuff. But yeah, it was like, damn, son, these guys are grinding.
That's crazy. That's so exciting, though. Holy,
brother, oh my god, it was so the other day when we were there and they rolled up, I like ran out and I'm like, we're just gonna go in the inside, and I'm like, I don't know, this isn't intended to be like racist or anything. I don't know. He didn't look like he understood me. I'm just gonna say, I was like, I'm just gonna run in whenever he's like, So I'm like, am I just weird or you know?
Yep.
But we ran in, and I took a couple of pictures of the office. Now that like the walls,
Ooh.
like it's
starting to take shape.
It's taken shape. Bro, oh my god, I just can't wait. I just can't fucking wait. Okay, I've got a turtle.
Ding, ding, ding,
I
ding,
should
ding.
probably get rid of this turtle having sex with a
Having sex with a croc.
It was a Nike. It was a Nike. Okay, let me send that.
Ding, 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 ding. I hear that.
I know.
Oh, okay.
It's my laptop. My laptop audio.
Oh man.
Okay, so the second one's blurry. I was literally panicking because I'm like, these guys are fucking waiting. But boom. We've got one. This is one. So I'm like not very far from halfway. Like this is like the middle of the room.
Jeez.
So
many room for activities.
The desk is gonna go here. The camera is gonna go here, and it's gonna be facing this way. This wall right here is gonna be the guitar wall.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have just boom, 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 boom. With a nice, I got a nice like brown kind of suede leatherish couch with like a little table.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be the dude, I can't wait. And then here's the other side. It's blurry. Because like I said, I was sort of panicking. But
that's gonna be so dope, bro.
I'm so excited. Yeah, and this there was a window originally in the plan here, and I told them to get rid of it because I'm like, it's gonna be so fucking annoying. Like, dude, I don't know about you. I've never had to deal while streaming with natural light, which is like nice because it's like there's never a changing variable.
Yeah.
I imagine it's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass.
I mean,
like,
it's
I'm gonna have
nice
to put blinds
when you're streaming, not nice when you're recording.
Well, as like a human.
Yes, exactly.
To get like some radiant sort of vitamin D.
Yeah.
But like
to see that there's a world out there.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah.
I'll probably just have like blackout shades or covering all of them.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's so sick. That's so sick. It's nice that there hasn't been any like major holdup so far. You know what I mean? Like, because that's the thing is like, I know getting to the point where construction started was like a year long, was such a pain in the ass, a huge process.
Oh man, that was a nightmare.
And then the worry is that like, you know, the meme happens where like they get the frame up and they're like, yeah, the friggin' sheetrock is it's quadrupled in price, so you can wait 6 months or we can do it for $700 million. And then your frame just stands there for 6 months and you're like, fuck. So it's nice that everything seems to be like moving ahead.
I mean, I did have to pay 5 figures more because of the tariffs. Thanks, Canada, for paying the $20,000 that I'm paying.
I was about to say, I thought Canada was supposed to pay that.
It's you know,
nobody makes tariffs like me.
I should have just had less walls. You had to, normally you have 8 walls. You should have had 2 walls.
Oh shit, bro.
Sorry, we're approaching fucking PP levels.
Yeah. PP levels of conversation. That's sick though. That's sick. Hell yeah. Well, I mean, that's all the stuff going on in my life.
My life.
I see you've been, well, I mean, you said this was like the first time you've streamed in a while, but I saw you were on that power washing sim.
Yeah, I just turned my brain off.
That's your like flow state game. Just like.
I just do this.
Yep. Just wiggle.
Dude. It's incredible actually how I've got like no hair on my forearm and it's primarily because of power washing sim.
Oh my god.
It's like I just do it's actually, you know what? I'm actually impressed. Okay, like these days I'm sure I couldn't do more than like 4 chin-ups. But somehow I can do this for 14 hours. Which you'd think.
Yeah, no,
like,
that's crazy.
That's like, it's the least impressive thing that's, I think, impressive. somehow, I don't like, bro, I can't walk up the stairs without being out of breath these days. Okay.
Yeah.
But yet somehow the fact that I can do this,
Yeah.
you would think that like just doing anything
Yeah.
repetitive.
Yeah. For that long.
I'm probably gonna have like rotator cuff issues for the rest of my life because
Yeah.
of it or something like that. I just haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, dude, sometimes my shoulders hurt when I game for a really long time. And I'm like, how is that possible? I haven't done anything.
But like your muscles?
Like my shoulder, not even my muscle. Like,
Oh, like so, yeah. I have a shitty posture, and normally,
yeah.
so I have like this. I'm like not set up to like really be like working on my stream PC, but that's where I do all my editing. So for 14 hours, I'm like this.
Oh,
So by the end of the day, I'm like, oh,
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Like it's just like so.
I think it's just because like when I'm set up for gaming all day, the WASD hand never moves. And then the mouse hand, like I'm like aiming and doing the thing or whatever, I'm like moving the mic, but this hand just all day and like, I don't know. But then sometimes I feel like it is my body just like rejecting, like, Jesus Christ, get up, like go do something. My God, like.
Bro, when I play, what's crazy is that when I play Path of Exile, I that's like one of the games where I end up with, I mean, it's the smallest possible unit of this, but like where I end up with like physical pain because for some reason my brain has this idea that if I press harder on mouse 2, I'll do more damage.
Yeah.
And all you're doing is holding down mouse 2 forever. So I have like my fucking joints and like I get a callus from like holding down the mouse for so like I don't know why. I can't
That's
just like
funny.
I have to actively be like fucking relax.
Yeah, chill.
I can just do this. You know, and I don't, but for some reason I'm just like, ah! Dude, it's the same thing with, I don't know. Did you play Pokemon back in the day, like on the OG Game Boy?
Like a couple of times when I could steal it from my friends, but like, no, it was the devil's game.
Ah, true, dude. Pocket monsters. You don't want Satan in your pocket.
They literally evolve. Evolution. No, I'm serious. That is like what they told me. Like they evolve.
Oh my God.
That was like a big sticking point for why I wasn't allowed to play Pokemon, bro.
Bro, did you hear? Wait. This is a total side quest, but did you hear Trump talking about the building of this new thing in DC, the Triumphal Arch?
No.
But he kept calling it the Triumphant Arc. So all I was thinking about, like, we're building an arc.
Yes,
We're gonna fill it 2 by 2 with all the best animals. Just hearing him saying the
Only the best animals get on the arc.
Oh,
That's funny.
God. Only the best lions. Only the
That's
best.
funny.
Oh God.
Okay,
I
so
think I was gonna
Pokemon.
say
There was something about had to do with Pokemon.
right. Whenever you throw the Pokeball, there's always the like
Oh.
it goes shoop, and then it goes bloop, bloop,
Yes.
bloop, 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 bloop.
Yes.
Ka-ching. It's like yes.
Yes.
I would hold down fucking A and B like
Yeah.
like
Like you were tightening the Pokeball. Yeah.
Oh, bro, I've never held down the button so fucking.
Did you ever get into Pokemon Go?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I worked in Plymouth, New Hampshire. I was at a startup, like a social media startup in Plymouth, New Hampshire when it came out. And Plymouth is like, it's this cute little town kind of on the water, like, you know,
Yeah.
it's a hip place. And so, and this is the same group of people that we all got into Magic the Gathering. They got me into Magic the Gathering
Okay.
together.
Yeah.
And they got me into cycling. So, and we were all like chill together. You know, it was a cool group of younger dudes. And when it came out, that's like our lunch break would be like, we'd go and just walk around and play Pokemon Go.
Dude.
And it was like, get some fun. Honestly, dude, that was like, it was genuinely like good for my mental health.
Yeah.
Like in my physical health, the amount that I would go outside, like me and Meg would go, we drive to like the local town square and kind of walk around town. Like,
Dude.
I need to gamify, trick me somehow.
Yes.
Dopamine my
Me.
fucking exercise.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like Strava or none of those apps ever really did it for me.
Yeah.
But Pokemon Go, if I could catch Pokemon on a bicycle, wait.
You Pokemon cycle.
The problem is that they like there's elements of that totally kind of drop the ball. Like the combat is just like
Yeah.
which defeats the whole fucking purpose of it. There were a few things about it that kind of sucked balls,
Yeah.
but
Dude,
but
it was so. It was like me living out my childhood fantasies of playing Pokemon. Like it was so, dude. We went crazy with it. I was working at Apple at the time in the Florida Mall, and so I would just take my breaks and just walk around the mall and like catch Pokemon. We would, dude. It was crazy. There was this, dude, and everybody that works at Apple's a nerd. So like everybody was talking about, for some reason, bro, this random ass apartment complex was like 45 minutes away from me, like literally had nothing special. It was just like an apartment complex. For some reason had like a bunch of Pokemon we wanted. And like we drove down there and the apartment complex just had bumper to bumper traffic around the whole thing of people that didn't live there. They were all
everybody
there. They
with
just
their
get
phones
like,
out.
yes, dude, it was
God,
crazy.
it was probably miserable.
Miserable, dude, 100% for the people that live there. But like, I don't know, dude, it was so good.
See, like one of the unfortunate things is that like the meta game ended up just being going to Starbucks, setting up a lure.
Yes. Yeah.
It, like what would have made it actually incredible and so that you could actually like role play is if like the further away you got from civilization, the wilder the Pokemon went. Like make me walk into the woods in my backyard.
Yeah.
And that's where all the like the Alakazams and shit are.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. 100%.
That would have been the way to go. Bro, I still think this is still like if you gun to my head right now, you said you have to choose what you're going to do for retirement. Money is no option. What are you going to do? What I want to do, what I would do, what I'd love to do, would be, and I don't know if I think I've talked about this before. To like, imagine if you bought like 30 acres or something, okay? And you know how like paintball fields, they set up like wood forts and all. If you like built effectively like fucking Windhelm or whatever,
Yeah.
What I want to do is have the ability to like a bachelor party could go and like play, like live out playing like Ocarina of Time.
Oh.
Like, but like not literally.
No,
but, like,
yeah.
It's like an escape room meets like a sort of paintball thing, but there's like live action actors.
That would be sick.
And it was like a scripted thing where it's like you get a clue, you have to go to a place, you know, you have to like unlock a fucking chest, but it was all like actual things. And it was like one group a day could like rent out a whole thing. It was like an 8-hour long thing. How fucking sick that would be.
Sick, dude.
Like, you know, you pay like $2,000-$3,000 or whatever. Like, honestly, a group of like 6 dudes for a day to pay like $2,000, I feel like is actually not out of the question.
Yeah.
If you have like an 8-hour experience where they feed you and you have this like super interactive like fiction,
like game experience, but in real life.
Immersive puzzle game experience in real life where you actually have to like go through a thing and climb the thing, and you actually have to like bow and arrow shoot the fucking arrow. You know what I mean? Like actually, it'd be so sick, dope. Dude.
That'd be sick. We need
Nintendo has already prepared their lawsuit. Papers are on standby. True, dude. I have an email already.
We need VR to be Ready Player One status, so it's indistinguishable from real life, and I can get in there and do whatever I want. Did you see the Steam stuff? The Gabe Cube and the
Did you say Gabe Cube?
Yeah. That's what people are calling it. The GameCube. Steam is like releasing another like console, but not really. It's called the Steam Machine. It's going to run Windows.
Dude, it looks like a fucking GameCube.
Yeah. That's why it's the GameCube.
It's like the same color.
Yeah. So it's basically like if Steam made a console, but they're like, it's not a console, it's a PC. Like it is made to run Steam games. Like it is a PC, but it is like a PC made to be as accessible as a console, right? You plug it into your TV, It comes with a controller, like they re-engineered their controller, so you interact with it similar to how you do. It's like a PC only for gaming. That's like for your big TV. It's a really interesting, like they're positioning it really interestingly, but I find it to be a pretty compelling because like we're on the Switch a lot with the kids, but as they're growing up, I had considered like getting like a PlayStation or something for console gaming, but I'm like, dude, PC gaming is just so much better. Like Steam and the sales and the amount of games that are on PC, like there's obviously PC gaming is like so much more. Like you can get 1 trillion games on Steam for like $1. Like all the winter sales, it goes nuts. And so I was like, yo, the GameCube could be a pretty compelling thing. It's an interesting piece of hardware. It's probably going to be more expensive than like the consoles, but it's Steam.
Here's the thing,
you know
like
what I mean?
I haven't bought a console since Xbox 360.
That's crazy.
But like, aren't the fucking consoles like $500 or $600?
Yes. You know what's
like,
crazy? Like 4 years, I don't know how many years, several years into its life cycle, the PlayStation 5 got a price hike because of the cost of like fucking components and GPUs and RAM and all this shit. Like
the Chinese are paying for it.
when did that happen? PS5 prices have gone up in US as of August 2025. Sony raising them by $50 across all models due to a challenging economic climate, tariffs, and increased manufacturing costs.
Ah! Oh God! Thank God Japan is paying for my PlayStation.
Yeah, the PS5 Pro is $750. Which at that price you would say, why wouldn't you just build a PC? But have you seen the cost of RAM recently? 8 gigs of DDR3 RAM is $750. So,
Fuck, should I sell my new PC?
you could sell the RAM. You could sell the RAM.
I've got 64 gigs.
You could sell
I'm rich.
You could sell the RAM in your PC for more than that PC was worth 2 years ago.
Bro, I'm playing Power Washing Sim. I don't think I need 64 gigs of RAM to be honest with you. I'm not really convinced I need.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
God, thank God for the tariffs, dude.
Thank God. Thank God for the tariffs. Anyways, yeah, that is kind of the stuff. Thank you guys for hanging. As always, thanks for being here. If you want even more content like this, unhinged, fun conversations, you can go to patreon.com/thepogcastpod. Get early ad-free access to these episodes and additional episodes every week. Thank you again to Aura Frames for sponsoring this episode. And thank you for listening to our conversations. And we will definitely see you on the next one.
Shalom.